Oh, that's true
No,
though.
do not listen to
But what do
any
you
of the
do?
modern dating advice out there. It is literally set up for men.
I
So
agree with you.
what do you
I
do
agree.
even if you do
Don't
wait
put out.
3 months
You don't go out after 9 p.m. You don't go to their house. Netflix and chill is not in your category. Done.
Oh
Yeah, if you
no.
want to be a wholesome woman, if you want to be a woman of value, you're not sleeping with them. Okay.
Yeah,
Guys
don't.
still have to have the burden of performance. And if you put out right away, there's no burden.
Yeah.
Already got
There's
it.
no burning performance. We don't gotta do shit.
Yeah. But
But
what about but I've had a dude that I've talked to that I waited for it was actually 2. I waited a long time, a really long time before I did anything. And then even then when I finally did start taking them serious, gave it to them, they still was like, "All right, we finally won, guys."
Well,
But
because some guys get so frustrated when you make us wait so long that, like, if I already had you, like, sometimes I would do this and, like, it was just like a fucking game to me. It was just like, oh, she gave it to me. Now I'm really fucking ghosting her ass because she made me wait so long.
yeah, like
I think it
you
depends.
have
they
to
gonna
be.
make you be like, "I got the pussy. Oh, it felt good. Yeah, I want that bad."
9 times out of 10, it's not worth the wait.
See, there's like a lost art that a lot of women don't do anymore, and it's seduction. You have to show affection in other ways, whether that's baking for him right away. Like, this is why I tell my girls, I'm like, you have to bake him some fucking cupcakes or some fucking 1950 shit. You have to jump hug him when you see
That's
him.
actually a
You
really
need
good one.
you need to
Yeah, the
like
jump hug
touch
is
his
always good.
arm when you're out with him and walking or something. You have to show affection in other ways that are not sex and lead him on that he'll know he'll get it eventually.
Yeah, as long as like the indicator, and this is what I've told a lot of Christian guys too, like, because I don't tell guys like to run into sex. Like, sex is not sex. If you're a Christian and you're trying to date somebody intentionally, sex is not the goal right away. You want to make sure she has the desire to have sex with you there, and the desire is more important than the sex at that moment. It's that desire that is like, okay, she actually really wants me. She actually wants to be with me.
Enthusiasm.
Exactly.
Like,
It's that
turned
genuine
up.
desire. Yeah. And you want that shit on like hell hot mode. Okay.
Yeah, like be clingy. I know that sounds weird. Guys will hear that like, no, don't do that. You're thinking of clingy when I'm talking about the girl you don't want reaching out to you.
Yeah.
But the girl
Stage 5 clinger.
Yeah, I'm
But
a
the girl,
clingy bitch when I like my man. I'm
when
real.
you gotta be like almost over the top clingy so that they feel like you're super into them, and I don't know, it's like a whole
you're
thing.
not just leading them on, and you're not just finessing them like a lot of women do. Yeah, you have to. But I think it's easy to do that. Like, be super clingy, but just don't have sex.
Well, girls are taught to play hard to get. So so when you're like, I'm not going to text him for 4 hours.
Don't do that shit. That's dumb.
Send him a selfie of you smiling at work. That's all you do. Be like, hey, good to hear from you. Like, it needs to be over the top almost. It's something I had to learn too, because I was always like, oh, I just won't text him back. If you go on a date and it was really good and he doesn't text you on the Monday, that's a test. You better fucking text him good morning.
You know what?
I know girl game.
That is perfect. Like my girl, she's in Washington, and she texts me every day, every morning. Before I wake up, I look at my phone. There's a text.
Yeah.
Throughout the day, there's a text. I'm editing something, working on a project. I got text, voicemail, pictures throughout the whole day. I will rarely, I could rarely respond half the time, but I'll get it flooded. And that's right, because she's constantly what she's doing. She's letting me know that
don't look at other hoes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, I'm here. I'm still here. You know what I mean?
And even just like the text I'm telling you to do of you just smiling at work, like these guys are invisible. Like, it is even more, I don't know, like meaningful to a guy. Would probably put it in a weird way. It's probably a feminine way of saying it, but like they'll notice it and they'll put you in a better category, I think. I don't know. I don't know for sure.
No,
we actually spoke about that on Monday's show, Sergio, with my question about which one do you rate higher, like respect and loyalty or looks? It goes back to what I mentioned, like respect. That can easily bump you up 2 notches on attraction level to a guy, at least for me.
1000%.
Well, it's funny because like in Ephesians 5, right? it talks about like the love or marriage. It says husbands love your wives like Christ loved the church, but it doesn't tell wives to love their husbands.
Yep.
You know that?
We
Actually
gotta survive, baby.
I feel like
It
It's respect.
It
I
tells
feel like
wives
we
to
already
submit
got
and
love in
respect
us.
to their husbands.
Yeah, submit
Yeah.
and respect.
Why do you think that is? And you know, I was talking to Roy about this, and I was like, because you know how he said men love idealistically and women love opportunistically.
Yes.
It's like the duality of the love. It's the same thing in the Bible. It's just written differently. You
Yep.
know, and so here's the thing I say: like, there's a lot of people that have loved me in my life that have disrespected me, but I don't need you to love me to respect me. There's a lot of people that don't love me that respect me. You don't love your boss, but you respect the position that he holds.
Yep.
That's the way that marriage is supposed to be. I don't have to like the president. I don't like the president, but I respect the office that he holds. You know, do you see what I'm saying? Like there's a difference there. And that's the kind of thing that you have to look at when we're looking at this, is that love, like, who cares if she loves you? Does she respect you though?
Exactly.
You know, love is nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. Love is a great thing to have there. But if you're valuing too many, this is what we see. We have guys respecting their women and women loving their guys. Everything is ass backwards, and we're wondering why relationships don't work.
Wow.
Not saying that we're not supposed to respect your women, but it's ass backwards.
If you're ever confused on what respect is, because I got really confused on this, like how do you show a guy that you respect him if you're not dating him? It's like remembering, like it's showing that you're thinking of him when you're not around him is like the biggest one. I didn't know that was respect at all. Like I thought respect was like listening to their rules, but they want to be valued as a person, and it's like, okay,
But
I thought
kind of propped up.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna like kind of switch the topic, but you can continue.
Oh no, that's it. That was
Yeah,
it.
no, well, just to stay on topic for a second, no, respect. This is Glenn. I'm so happy you brought that up. It's literally my favorite thing that they talk about in the Bible, and whenever they explain it in, is it Second Corinthians or is it Ephesians that they talk about
It's in Ephesians 5.
Is it Ephesians 5?
5:25.
Yeah, and the way that they talk about it, they explain it in a few different ways. Like this sounds horrible, but the slave is also supposed to respect his owner, and
that's
then
in
the
Peter.
owner will love. Yeah. Oh, is that
talking
Peter?
about the verse
I thought
in
it was
Peter.
the same one.
No, it's the one in Ephesians. It's solely about marriage.
But like they also talk about children, don't they? How
Yeah,
also the
like
children
that's
is
in
like
Peter.
yeah, and the children
That's
is
in
supposed
Peter.
to respect their father or respect the parents, and then the parents will love the children. It's a cycle that is in many different places in life. There's that cycle where it's the love and the respect thing, and that's the reason, like he was saying, everything's fucked up because it's backwards right now. It's complete. Guys are overly respecting women. And then, like, the women are like loving and chasing these guys that they shouldn't be chasing.
But
We
these
love
dudes have
to be
been trying to switch.
disrespected.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Men have been switching the role lately too, though. Like,
Yeah, they're
turning
more
into
feminine.
like they want the girls to chase them and the girls to send flowers and send good morning texts. Like,
because we made men a bunch of pussies. Let's call it what it is. We feminized men.
They have low T levels.
Yeah. I got low T levels too right now. Pretty.
You know,
bad.
like we made them this way.
Yeah.
Can we complain? We can't complain about it.
Don't
Ladies.
ever send flowers to it. Don't
Oh,
ever send a gift.
Never.
No.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.